The re-up, right? Here go Robbie Khan. First of all, this not she. They call me Sheik.
Hey, Rattle, what it do, homie?
Ain't nothing. Introduce yourself, Mr.
Yeah, I
Rock.
did. This is Robbie Count. I'm here.
Yeah, this To the Point podcast talk show.
Yeah,
Listen, the re-up is we was talking about fashion, right?
right,
And how things changed over the decades and different eras, and how some things remain the same. You know what I mean?
right,
And
right.
I think we left off with going into some of the contrast, some
Your voice went out, shit.
as far as the young bucks, how they dress now, and how it wouldn't have been acceptable in our era.
Right,
It has to be acceptable now because it's a different era. It's a different
right,
era. We can't hate on it, but we don't. I don't gotta adopt it either. I mean, I ain't gotta wear it. You feel
right.
what I'm saying? But so Khan, you was saying something about. I was saying something about the youngins wearing the tight johns,
Right,
big shoes over the tight johns,
right.
the pocketbook joint and all that.
Yeah,
Some dudes go as far as painting their nails, nail
right.
polish. They be dyeing their hair. There's a lot of stuff that's a go these days on the
Yeah,
male
right.
tip, on the man tip.
Yeah, right. I was touched on that a little bit, right? And like I was saying, like a lot of that stuff for real was like a little off limits,
Right,
right? But I'm gonna touch around and tip toe around a little bit, right? You
right,
understand what I'm saying?
right.
As far as
What
the
Sean
tight
Tallah? What's
wear,
up, daughter? Go ahead.
some of the tight wear, I understand, and I ain't gonna hate neither. That
Right,
wear is for the men who got the bodies to wear that stuff like that for real, right? And
right,
other men need to know their lanes, they lay out, and where they play at in,
right,
right? So if you fit for that wear, you can wear that to a certain degree. Now I ain't talking about going crazy with it and you super tight man and
That's
all
what I'm
like that.
talking about. I
I'm
ain't
talking about
talking
a
about
true fit.
fitted.
Yeah, I'm
And
talking about a true fit.
yeah, true
You
fit
might
is
get a
cool.
taper cut shirt, all like that, right? I ain't talking about no super huggy man stuff, nothing like that, right? That's a little off limits for me. Now,
Right.
when you go to the pocketbooks and
Hey,
paint the
yo, come
nails
get
and
this
all
door,
that,
babe.
some
Go
might
ahead.
say that's a little shy mookie.
Come get the
You know what I
door.
mean? They might walk around like that. You
Right.
understand? But I'm gonna leave that to each his own. It's just not for me. You understand? I don't care if it can be Gucci bag, Louis bag,
Yeah.
Lord bag, whatever kind of bag. It ain't going on my
We
shoulders.
just started.
I don't rock like that. You know
All
what
right.
I'm saying? Now when it comes down to the big shoes, the big sneaks,
I take us
I
somewhere.
like all kind of sneaks. You know what I mean? One day
How
I'm
long
gonna
you gonna
walk
do?
on the moon. I'm gonna need a pair of them big shoes.
Oh, all right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna get
Yo.
there one day. You know what I mean? Now when you go to the in between wear,
Right.
they accessories is 100. All the young boys, they know all the right accessories, man. I can't. They on that. Bottom line. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? I'm talking about from
Like you
the
talking
pinky
about
ring to
the
the
belt work, the
glasses, to the
glasses work.
belts. They know all the earrings. They know all the shit I might not do, but they do it in excuse me, in a real fly way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They even get down to rocking little gold teeth. Some jokers play
Right.
that nice. Now,
Right.
that's a little off limits for me, but like I said, to each his own. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? My ball game is straight up and down, neat tuck, pocket full of money, coming through, dim the lights to keep me well lit,
Right.
so to speak. You know what I mean? So I might got some block biting shoes on. They might be some lizard cuts. I might got some French cut tailor-made slacks on.
Mm-hmm.
And I might got a little shirt on. Right? Now my accessories, I might go a pair, you know what I mean, throwback Neil styles. Right? I
Right.
might even freaking with some double frame Christian Dior's.
Yeah.
Right? I'm gonna stay with a fresh line around my joint, straight gangster line, y'all all around there. And
Right.
I might got a herringbone on, right? And like I said, when you're getting dressed, boot and tie, fly guy like that, you gotta have somewhere you going. That's extra accessory on top of that.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Let me
You know what I'm
interject
saying?
something. Let me
Yeah.
interject something.
What it do?
How you think the youngins look at our dress code? You think they say the same thing? Like that's that's sus. That's the come on, old head.
No,
Get
I
with the times.
no, I think the young boys that's really about their research and really on their knowledge and really trying to dig the fashion.
Right.
They camera route on a lot of that stuff.
I need
And they
everybody.
remix it.
Everybody's opinions right
You
now too.
understand?
What do y'all think about what the youngins in here think about the old heads dress? I'm talking about not the old head that's really the
Drip
nigga
the
who had
40s and
it.
all that stuff.
Not the old nigga who had it. I'm talking about somebody that still got some swagger, some paper. They know how to throw it on and look good and stand up. Not the guy that's going to Foreman Mills and all that. He
You know what
really
I'm talking about?
fall into an OPS bag and
Yeah.
he ain't got no swagger, nothing no more. He
No,
want to
he
act like
shot
an
out.
old
Oh,
man.
not none of them shot
Not
out,
that
dude.
dude. I'm talking about
No.
niggas like us, nigga
He's
like
still
me, and my
standing up.
man. You know what I'm talking about?
Right. Dudes
How
that's
do
still
y'all think
standing up.
dudes like us dress? Do y'all like it? Y'all dislike it? Y'all think it's outdated? Give me some comments.
No, I'm gonna tell you straight from the gun bust. A lot of their flow come from us. You
Right.
understand? They might have added a tweak here and a flip there, but you really trace it all back. It start from right around our era. First, they started freaking out with the women wearing the bell bottoms, right?
Right.
Then it went from the bell bottoms to the niggas wearing all of our jackets. They
Right.
start getting our leather coats. How we
Right.
start wearing our Andrew Marks and the
Right.
soft levers and all that, right? They
Right.
got that. And they add their own twist to it, though.
No,
She say,
no, they added, and I'm not trying to go in, but I want to go.
no,
I
go
gotta
in.
go in on this topic.
No, go in.
So not nothing derogatory, but I need to know this. I need to know for my own self. So I'm
Yeah.
asking the question: who starts sanctioning the fingernail polish, the purses, that type of stuff with men? I need
Yeah.
to know that. I need to know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. And like I was saying, right? That's like, that's
Oh
damn near like,
my son.
it's almost like hot
Yeah.
water. You understand? For me, because I don't want to
Yeah, some
offend
comments
nobody,
coming.
right? But
Right.
I'm gonna try to touch around this. You know how you got color? You gotta get a crayon book, and they say color inside the lines.
Yeah.
This one here, I don't want to go outside the lines. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So when a person is wearing a pocketbook and their fingernails is matching their shoes, and they think they got a fresh haircut, and they think they all this and all that, I'ma think they shy moogie. You understand what I'm saying? That's a little Tinkerbellish for me. You know what I mean? That's a little too fly guy for me. You getting too much light. You know what I mean? That's why I dim the lights, but keep me well lit. You gotta read between the lines of what I'm saying, like, you understand what I'm saying? Because I'm saying it, ain't everybody might not be catching it. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm trying to give it to the people who can catch it. The ones who can't catch it, catch up. You running late.
Right.
That's not for me. That's not for nobody cut from this side of the cloth. You
Yeah.
understand?
I really want to know though. I really need to know like who starts sanctioning that, that like that type of attire. You feel what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
I'm not attacking it, but
you trying to pinpoint. You know
is
where it
yeah,
come from,
because
state?
I mean, let me say what I'm
Yeah,
really trying to say.
yeah,
Things that are all the way across the board abnormal, right? And it always been abnormal, and it's a known fact that it was abnormal, right?
right.
Somewhere along the line, a new generation start being sanctioned as normal. And we was forced to say, to keep our opinions about it to ourselves, but in all actuality, it's abnormal at most. At most is at least, you know what I mean? At least, I mean, is abnormal. It's never been normal for a man to wear fingernail polish, color fingernail polish. Never.
Right.
You feel what I'm talking about?
I understand, right? And you doing what I said I was doing. You
Right.
tippy-toeing around it, right? And what it really is like I said, is a lot of people wearing pocketbooks, fingernail polish, sharp haircuts, and they trying to walk that through a fly guy bag. But when they trying to fly higher, that's why I said dim the lights and keep me well lit.
Right.
Most guys who cut from my side of the cloth, this texture don't need to go that fly to grab
Right.
a bunny. You know what I mean? You
Right.
saying if you're a male, you always gonna hunt. And the
Right.
bottom line is you're trying to find a queen. You
Right.
want somebody to go home to keep it warm, to keep it clean, to keep your safe haven safe. While you go out in this mix and this dinner and try to grab with some chips to bring home in the house, feed the family. That's real bottom line man stuff. When you paint your nails, throw the pocketbook on, and you shucking and jiving doing that, to me you're getting too much attention. You're drawing. You understand?
Right.
Then you got gotta go home to your kids and explain this goofy stuff to them, and they might be adapting these same behaviors.
Dude, no, that's what I was getting ready to say. It ain't nothing to explain. The kids they loving it because they taking it from them. You feel me? This is a new generation. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's some kids loving it, some kids ain't loving it. I mean, all kids ain't going for that peekaboo stuff, man. It's some kids ground their nose at that stuff, and I mean, they ain't batting an eye at that stuff. I'm saying, like,
And when you saying, yeah, well, I'm gonna just say this, right? Without trying to offend nobody or nothing like that. It's just something for me. I can't get used to it. You feel what I'm saying? But at any rate, like the youngins always check me on, times has changed. I get it. I
right,
get it. So I get out the way and I just run my lane. That's it. Now that's what guys like our age and stuff supposed to do. Those
right,
two things, get out the way and run your lane. Now
right.
listen, kind.
Yeah, what you thirsty?
Yeah, man, got the cold beverage for the day. This is a real cold one too. This is some
Yeah,
cold
right.
shit, man, that went on, right?
Yeah, man.
On Monday, right? Guy named Jeffrey Lieberman. He's the chairman of the psychiatry at Columbus University, right?
Right,
He started off retweeting some stuff on Twitter, right? From a guy that the username at ZG Forever, right?
right,
All these joints was directed towards a Sudanese model. Chocolate, Sudanese model. She out there doing her thing. Big up to her.
right,
And these guys hating and they on some racial shit, right? So the guy go tweeting, it's not the work of art. It's not a work of art made of black stone and granite, right? This what the guy tweet. Jeffrey Lieberman get caught out there retweeting that, right?
right,
Then he turn around and say his own tweet, whether a work of art or a freak of nature, she is a beautiful sight to behold.
yeah, okay,
So he gets suspended for this joint. He
right,
gets suspended for this joint. And her name I couldn't pronounce, so that's why I ain't bring the name. But I want y'all to look this up.
Her name is Yai Kim, something Kim.
Yeah.
First name is something Nai Kim or something like that.
Yeah, she Sudanese. She real dark. She pretty too.
She beautiful.
She doing her thing, right? And this guy threw a racial joint. What y'all think about this statement? Let's Key right into this real
Yeah,
quick.
isolate that joint real fast.
Whether a work of art
Here we
or a
go.
freak of nature, this is what he say.
Boom.
She's a beautiful sight to behold.
Bang.
I need y'all to tell me what y'all get out of this statement from this guy, this white man, to this black woman, man.
Let me chime in real quick for somebody from the audience, now I mean, chime in, right? Because they're going to chime in with us in a minute, right?
Yeah.
All right, but dig this, right? First, I want to say this, right? What's the boy named Jeffrey Lieberman?
Yeah.
Man, Jeffrey Lieberman, he even shot with shit and sued for stinking, man. Flat out. Bottom line. He went all the way overboard for repeating anything he's read that somebody tweeted that was already filed.
Right.
So this is the racial circle that they, all them deep-hearted, race-driven people play in.
Right.
They pass the buck to each other with certain dog whistle, bird calls. They
That's
all
what they
know what to
call
listen
that
for.
bird
You
dog
understand what I'm
whistle,
saying?
right?
And they play inside of this. Let me tell you what they play inside of. They be being politely rude. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
They're being very polite, but rude all at the same time. And if you don't catch it, it's like a blind pass, like a no-look pass. You won't
Right.
catch it. You understand what I'm saying? So when he slid in, she's either a work of art, right?
Right.
Then he slid the bop, bop, bop. Then he tried to capitalize that by saying, or
Freaking
like
nature.
no, I'm gonna get back to that. He said she's a work of art. Then he said bop, bop, bop. Then he tried to ice on the cake by saying, or it's a sight to behold. But let's isolate a freak of nature.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Now, I don't think he meant a freak of nature in the sense of her being the ninth wonder of the world, because he wouldn't have found, I don't know if you said, this is not Shake, that either him or the first boy said that
Yup.
they are the most blackest person in the history of Guinness Book of World Records.
Right.
And the Guinness Book don't even chart that record.
Right. So it was all racism and sarcasm from the
You know what I
gun bust.
mean? It's not really sarcasm because it's not funny. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Ain't nothing funny about that. That's all derogatory to make that woman feel lesser than the queen she is, first of all. Them white men have been kissing that girl toes on how beautiful she is. Her skin was so silky smooth, man.
Right.
Yes, not was, it still is.
Right.
Excuse me. Right?
Whoever give me the best feedback on this segment gonna get tapped in on the last segment on a can I ask you something segment. So I'm reading the comments.
Yeah.
Don't think I ain't reading them comments.
In a minute,
so go ahead.
right? In a minute, right? You're gonna see her name on every major book, article, news, feed, breaking news,
Right.
all that. Because this was some horrendous statement this man made. And like I said, he should be sued for shit, man. You know what I mean? Suing for everything he got.
Yeah.
And let him die.
My sentiments about it is this, right? My sentiments about it is this, right? It's another racial attack, right? That tells me that some people say they believe that racism don't exist. I've heard people say this, my own people.
Yeah, okay.
And they get caught up in this conspiracy theory thing, and they get caught up in the progression, right?
Yeah.
Of things to the point that they rock these jokers to sleep
Right.
to make them believe that these cats don't still hold this in their heart. Because, oh no, you can get money now, you can get a job, you got black billionaires, you had a black president, you had this, that, right?
Right.
Rock them straight to sleep and make them think that these cats, a lot of these cats don't still walk around
Right.
with that evil in their heart. And like in the religion, it was a saying from Ibn al-Qayyim al-Jawziyah, right?
Right.
Rahimahullah. He said, verily the heart is like a vessel, and every heart shall pour forth what it holds.
Heavy.
It's going to come out. Whatever's
Right.
in your heart going to come out, dog. You feel what I'm talking about? Whether in gesture, whether in statement, whether in action.
Right.
It's going to come out.
It's going to expose itself,
It's
right?
going to expose itself.
Right.
So I look at this as just another example of them cats exposing what's in their heart about us, man.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
And we got to pay attention, man.
But you know what, Shake? I understand what you're saying. I'm right here with you, right?
Right.
But a lot of folks ain't up to speed on that note.
Right.
But we going to take them right here, right where they understand that. If you was born anytime after 1968, you understand what I'm talking about. You have seen the proof of what we didn't see before 1968. They showed it to us after 1968. So everything we've been saying with them killing our black men, doing this over here, not having us, giving us the proper schools, not providing us the proper care with education, and they play keep away to a tip that we understand is embedded through years of them being trained to be that way.
Right.
You understand? They profile us in a way that is past racial, is governmental. The government is really behind it. You understand what I'm saying? So it's deep. And we all can understand, PG, we all understand the word when we call that. And it makes us feel some kind of way. So they stamped us with something. Like we heard. I mean, cattle. You understand?
Right.
So it takes us as strong black men and women to band together and use this inner strength to pour into our young. Because that's where the up is at. The up is with the youth. So we got to lead by the right example to the youth. Because they watching us, man. You understand what I'm saying? Shaq,
yeah, I understand totally. And I agree totally.
They watching
listen,
us.
I want to single out some my Dempsey 187, right, Con?
Yeah.
Dempsey say he's straddling the fence, remaining neutral. The retweet was the foul play. The neutral joint was the follow-up. It's the underlay before the overlay.
Ooh.
This what he hit. Hey, Dempsey.
Ooh.
Dempsey, you won the John, man, to join us, right? As a third party on this next segment. The next segment about why dudes like Jada Kiss. Hold on, why dudes like Jada Kiss. And
I'm gonna ask you something.
You know them hot rappers we know, Pusha T, certain dudes, why they ain't Billy Goats. And we know that they get at it with that rap stuff. What hindered them from going to the level of them other big major dudes, them Billy Goats like the Jay-Z's, the Dr. Dre's, the Snoops? What y'all think was the element that hindered them? Now, Demps, real quick, you want to join in with us? Let me know in the comment, and I'm going to pull you in.
Yeah. Yeah, right. That's how I let you ask me. Let me ask you segment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We about to get right to let me ask you something.
Yeah, like they're going a little deep on let me ask you something. Right? I want to know a little further if it is a murder MC out there that you believe got cheated from making that next level of success, along with the fame he already been awarded. See, a lot of dudes got fame, but they ain't got the bag of money that they really came in the game looking for. And I believe once you get in the game, that's like having the bag open up for you. And you get as much as you can get while it's open. See, it's only open for a short period of time.
Right.
And you got to be very, very strategic on how you're going to grab this money because you only got two hands.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And that's where a lot of players or rappers or MCs, how you want to call them, they don't really grab
Hey,
hold
Dips, would you
of the
like to
money
join us live? If not, I got to go to the next person.
the way I like. I would like
want
to
to bring
see them
somebody. I want
guys.
to bring somebody in with us on this joint and chop this
He
one up.
said
This
sure,
about,
Shake.
huh?
He said sure.
Oh, he said sure. Let's do
Yeah.
it.
You know what I mean? Send him an invite. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so, you know what I mean? That's the further of that question. And the further of the question is, like I said, a lot of MCs, I believe, they don't get the opportunity to make that next step. They don't
Rizai.
get afforded. They get in the game.
Assalamualaikum.
Salamullah.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. What's up, huh?
You got that, John, man. That was a heavyweight. That was a heavyweight reply, man, to that issue, man.
Yeah, that's he pulled back real crazy.
Yeah, right.
He knew, he knew it was a heavy joint, so he pulled back and got,
right,
yeah,
of course.
no.
Sheedy. Now listen, I want to ask you something, Sheed. This is what we on, right? Dudes like Jada Kiss. I'm gonna keep saying Pusha T and them level dudes that we know.
Jada, Pusha T, Beanie Siegel.
Yeah, Beanie Siegel, Fat. Why these dudes ain't
Fad.
the ones that's at the top of the food chain far as the paper in the rap game? You think they sabotage their own situation? Do you think it's about business and not talent? What you think that hindered these dudes from being Billy Goats, billionaire goats?
Well, I think that's a universal topic. Like that go on in all matters of business and in life.
Right.
Like I'm gonna give you an example. I've been to the penitentiary. Some of the most intelligent men I've met was in the penitentiary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some of the most intelligent men I met in the crack house.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? It's all about what you do with it. I mean, some people don't take it as serious as other people. Some people probably don't want Billy Goat status or they don't approach it like you take Jay, for instance. Jay approached it from a different angle.
You talking about Jay-Z?
He's a businessman.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a businessman. First and foremost, I think he's a businessman and a hustler before he's a rapper.
Of course. That's a known fact, though. That's a known fact.
Yeah, some dudes is just rappers. They could just rap. You know what I'm saying? That's all they want to do is rap. Or that's all they can do is rap.
So y'all really don't think that is about it wasn't no obstacles put in their way that they was involuntarily that they didn't have no control over. Like we talking about the business when we talking about the money. We ain't just talking about how I do rap.
Yeah, I think it's obstacles put in the way, but as a man, when you work with men and you got another man over top of you, to get ahead, sometimes you gotta eat shit.
Ooh, see, that's something I can't comply to, man. But go ahead.
Yeah, listen. You gotta lower your standards, and sometimes you gotta humble yourself. Like we coming we come into things with our ego. We lead with our ego. We all egotistical and we all got testosterone. We men.
Right.
But we gotta realize in life, in any facet of life, man, it's a pecking order. You might have a man over top of you. He's a dickhead, cold dickhead. So the wrong thing to do is to bump heads with this joker.
Right.
He's gonna win. He got the up on you. So you gotta, in a sense, you gotta kiss this man's ass to us. You gotta finesse.
But peep game, let me
And
interject something, right?
It don't make you no less of a man.
I get it, but let me interject something.
And let me slide him one time.
Go ahead, slide.
Assalamu alaikum. What's up, Sheik?
What's up?
Hey, you know how like you got some dudes, they find themselves doing something. First of all, for the love of it, that's the first thing.
Right.
But the most important thing, I believe, they get in the game to get their family out of bad situations financially. Right? Now, at anything I believe you're doing, the desire for more and the want and need is always there. It should be if the burning in your ass to get you up to go. If you ain't got that burn on your butt, you ain't never gonna go. So you ain't never gonna get up and rap. You ain't never gonna do none of that stuff. It take a amount of energy. So why do it stop when these dudes might get, I'm gonna say $1 million? They get that $1 million, that don't make them desire to get 10. And when they get 10, they don't get a desire to get 50. Then it being, then I'm gonna jump to a pound cake. Then I'm jumping to Billy Goat. It's not because it's not available.
Is it greed? You can't call that greed?
It's not because it's not available. The same thing Jay-Z did. He ain't no smarter than you, she, or you, she.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? He come from the projects. That boy ain't no better than me. He probably can't read a book no faster than me. You understand? But what he did was, he's very clever, and he had a desire and a want. So somewhere, these dudes be talking about, I believe they ain't get afforded the opportunity on the business scale, and ignorance is not an excuse. So they ain't pick up an extra book and read a definition of a word and learn how to sit at a table and don't shake hands with clenched fists. You understand? Because that's a bad play for business. They don't know them things. So they ain't gonna get that bag that I'm talking about. I think that's one of the loopholes or one of the potholes that they run into. They don't know how to drive around that shit and be clever enough and have enough finesse to sit in them business meetings, to throw that suit on when it's time to, and stop saying can't and ain't so much.
Now peep gang.
Yeah,
I hear you. Now y'all both zeroing in on Jay-Z, right? For some apparent reason, right? So I'm gonna go from y'all example, right? And I'm gonna weigh them up to the guys I'm talking about, right? And I'm gonna tell y'all the difference and why I think it was a little bit more in his hands and power to get where he was, where it might have not been in them other dudes' hands. He owned his own, he come out on his own company, man. He never got signed to nobody. They wouldn't sign him. He signed himself. So he started off with his talent and ambition and all them characters that Khan's saying, but he had something else that put him ahead of the game. He started off in front of the 8 ball. He ain't start off behind the 8 ball. So them guys didn't have that opportunity afforded, period. And I can't say that they couldn't have. They could have done the same thing he did. Because the dudes all talk all the street heavy talk, nigga. I was touching all his money on the street and all that. Right? This man took the money he was touching on the street and invested in himself.
Right.
You feel what I'm talking about?
Right.
So I agreed with him in the sense that everybody should have that kind of wherewithal, right? But just like you said, I agree with you, She. Some dudes don't. They don't, man.
Yeah.
And
Now
that's
you,
probably the true definition without getting into intricacies of what I'm trying to
Yeah.
get at. It got to go back to the individual and their personality and their characteristic traits and all that.
well, let me ask you this question then, right?
Another. Hold up for 1 minute,
Yeah.
gang. Another thing I could add from what you just said.
Right.
I'm a piggyback with something. I think that top tier level of anything, it's an invite from people that are already there. Everybody not gonna go there. Everybody don't get that. Just like when y'all was mentioning about when Michael Rubin, Jay-Z, Meek Mill,
Oh, in the last
and Lil
episode,
Baby,
right.
Yeah.
yeah, when they got together and they went and grabbed Mitchell and them.
Yo, tap in on that
Alright.
YouTube if y'all missed them episodes, man.
And
Tap in on
subscribe.
to the point and like, subscribe, comment, and share. We up to episode 7. We filming episode 7 right now. If you ain't caught up, catch up. So go ahead.
All right, so I was listening to that, and I think it's a thing of they see something in Meek, and they decided to bring Meek into the circle. This is how it's done. We're gonna do this here, and that ain't for everybody. Everybody can't be in there. That's what people don't realize. Some of us is gonna go there. Some of us is gonna be here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So with that being said,
Excuse me.
there's little levels of success. I know from doing what I do for a living, people watch you. They watch everybody.
Right.
That's what they do.
Right.
If they see something in you, they're gonna bring you in. Like, yo, come here. He won out.
Right.
They bring you in and they groom you.
Right.
Like they doing me, they grooming me. He's in a grooming stage right now, which is beautiful.
Right.
But everybody don't fit that criteria to get groomed.
Right.
Everybody don't make it to the
I
table.
agree.
You know what I'm saying?
You got to be a certain texture, certain textile.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you see what you're saying, She?
Yeah.
Basically what you're saying is the invite is not afforded to everybody. It's a select pick. You understand? It's a group of people. Check it out.
You know what we got to do as black people, though, when that happens? As young men, don't feel fucking guilty when you get invited. That's you. You earned that.
PG,
Right.
right?
Some people,
Yeah.
they get to that table, man, I want to bring the whole hood. No,
Right,
it ain't for
gotcha.
the whole, it's for you, nigga.
Yeah.
It's you.
Go ahead, Con. Go ahead,
PG,
finish your
right?
thought, man.
It's a group of men. It might start off with 20. Then they start trimming the fat off the meat. Then it's down to 10. Out of the 10 is only a select pick. That's a one pick at a time, right? Now, the other 9 wasn't afforded that pick. That don't mean they still can't get the Billy Goat status. That means they ain't getting the expressway. See, with Jay-Z and Mike moving,
That's real.
with Meek Mills, they taking them on the expressway. Other dudes gotta walk the pavement to get there, but the bag is open for them. See, I'm gonna say it again. When the bag is open like that, you gotta have a clever way of getting. You only got 2 hands. They saying grab as much as you can out the bag. Then picture what I'm saying. You gotta be real clever on how you gonna grab this money. See, Jay-Z real clever. He manipulated this. He zeroed in on that. He used him for this. He strings him along with that hat. And it's all, and I ain't hating my nigga, I love him. I'm bigging my hat up to him. I wish everybody could do Jay-Z route. But everybody ain't that smooth. Everybody ain't got that finesse. But what they got is the chance at the bag. So I'm only saying it go back to your wants. Because a lot of dudes are happy with $100,000. Some dudes happy with $200,000. Some ain't happy at all with $100,000. They ain't shit to some dudes. They need $100 million and they wipe their ass to toilet paper with that $100 million.
So let me ask you this question.
Yeah.
Because some of what everybody's saying may be partial truth, right? Because even with Sheedy's saying, right, you saying a lot of dudes afforded the opportunity, right? So we're not talking about guys that's still on the street corner. We talking about guys that's been in the mix of the game now for some time.
Exactly.
And they touching some money.
Yes.
And they making some contacts with some people and all that.
Yes.
So I think what some of she's saying is correct, as if it's some particular picks that come out of that. They may not be invited to the same feast.
Right.
You feel what I'm talking about?
Right. We both said that.
Yeah.
Me and she both said that.
Yeah, but then,
because I can't, because some of these dudes I don't want to believe, right, that they don't have them characteristics to get to the finish line and get the Billy Goat status. I don't want to believe that, because that's not what I know on surface of what they've been selling me all these years. Through their music, through this, I'm cut like this, I'm cut like that. You get what I'm saying?
This the thing.
Man, you falling for the hook, Shake.
We don't.
Watch for the hook, hey Shake. Watch for the hook, man. Watch for the hook, man.
No. He's speaking from a third party standpoint. I know where you're coming from, She. But this the thing. Us as laymen don't know what the criterion is for that. To get to the table.
That's what I'm saying.
Presented with the criteria. Yeah, they was presented with the criteria. Said
because a lot of dudes got that money, that same money that could have bought Mitchell and Ness, but it was select people called to the table. That's what you're saying, She.
No, I need both y'all attention real fast. Hey, She.
Let's do it, Con.
Hey, She. I need both y'all attention real fast, man.
Let's go.
You said everybody invited to the table.
Right.
They've been invited to the table. When they got their deal and they got more money than they ever had, that's the table you're invited to.
No, you missed something.
I'm
talking about other tables to catapult to the Billy Goat.
No, listen
to
them
me. Investment tables, man.
No, y'all disagreeing. I ain't get to my cap.
No, go ahead. I had to disagree because that's not the table I was talking about.
Let me get to my highlighting point.
Right.
That's my highlighting point. If you give me $100, it's up to me to turn 100 to 1,000. They ain't build another table. Bottom line, they got invited to a table, and they ain't built a new one. Ain't nobody gonna keep giving them dudes nothing. I already said Meek Mill was a select out of 10. It narrowed down. They cut the fat off the meat, got down to 5. Then he was select pick with the 1. The other 9, they ain't built no tables. They had with the bag they got. It's a want. It come down to a desire. To me, it come down to a desire, man. Bottom line.
But that's I get it, but I can differ though, because you can have a pocket full of money right now, Con, and try to get to one of them tables and get shut down. It ain't about what you want. It go back to some certain powers that be.
You got to build your own.
Saying.
You got to build your own table then.
Yeah.
But that takes time and everything too. Like you said, they're the niggas that's gonna walk the sidewalk and catch the L train to the Billy Goat. They ain't on the expressway.
Let me give y'all a prime example. I'm full of hope. Let me give y'all a prime example who I'm talking about. Since y'all ain't really getting what I'm saying.
Right.
And he's Billy Goat status times 10. You understand what I'm saying now? I got to go any further?
Yeah, go further.
All right. Kanye West, they play him like a flute. I was there in living color. I watched it. They totally disrespectful. Right?
No,
He came from nothing.
no, Con, but go ahead.
Yeah, she.
Go
He
ahead,
developed
man.
his own lanes. He ain't do that shit off no microphone. That was the first bag. He said, "Oh, this bag ain't big enough. I know I dress. I'm gonna start thinking my dress code."
He wasn't being disrespected though, Con. You
Shit,
gotta
he
look
wasn't.
at that documentary.
He was being disrespected.
Oh, he was. He
I was
was
right
being
there.
walked in by certain people, yo. Dame Dash had his back the whole time.
He the only one out of that whole state
No,
property.
he wasn't. Niggas was bigging him up for his talent, Con. That boy was selling beats and stuff up there for 50 grands and all that, cause the beats was hot. If they wasn't playing, he talking about, I'm gonna give you a stack for the beat.
No, there's playing by he can't rap on the microphone. And here you go, you was right there with me. They was joking him out. They wasn't bigging him up on the microphone. He had to really prove himself. It took Jay-Z a while to say he was something on the mic. He was coming in dancing the jig in front of me.
Different. He was different than all them dudes.
If he's selling beats, me, I'm gonna tell you me. If I'm selling beats for $40,000 a clip, and I sold him the Beanie Siegel, I done sold him the Cameron, and then you and she come in the studio,
the door,
I'm already that boy in the studio. I'm not coming to you and she saying, yo, I'm busting rhymes. I'm giving y'all motherfucking street shows. I'm not doing that. Because you know how he was doing that? Because PD Crack, Oskito and Sparks, Santana, motherfucking Jim Jones, they was laughing at him. And now he laughing at them.
Right.
I mean,
but see, I thought that, right, till I peeped the doc, right? And I just believe that was dude's character, because he did that every place he went. He put his music on and gave a show. I seen it on the John.
No, but everybody didn't play him out like he was a nut everywhere he went. When he's
right,
in California with D-Ray, filming this video, D-Ray ain't playing. And go behind the back and say, oh, man, turn this, and all that type stuff, man. And look him off. You know what I mean? They zone.
But what I'm saying is, when we speaking on this platform, we got concrete evidence. You got concrete evidence. Somebody said, turn that shit off of his.
Yeah, I was there. Yup, I was right there. And they ain't say exactly them words.
That's what I'm saying. They didn't. I was there too. I ain't nobody say turn nothing off.
No, it wasn't exactly them words. But what I actually said was, they was looking him off. Right. That's exactly what they did. So no, they ain't say the words I'm saying, turn that off. No, they wasn't being rude to him. Right. But as soon as he got out the room, yeah, they was being crazy rude to let me know that they wasn't feeling it, if you understand what I'm saying. So now I have a microphone recorder on me, but if you feel my emotion, what I'm saying, right, it wasn't cool what they was doing. And he recorded everything he was doing. So when they had a show, they on stage, it's his beat. They ain't bring him on stage with it. To do the little chant they was doing. 1 PD Crack and 2 for free. You know what I mean? So they knew at the time, or I believe they thought at the time, that they was at the finish line already. He was still running. He was still running his race. He was in his own lane. He ain't believe the naysayers. He kept it pushing.
So your highlighting point is he cut it. He made his own table.
He made 2, 3 more tables. He got his own record label. He got 4 or 5 dudes working for him. That's hot artists.
Yeah, he had that in him. He had that ambition, man.
That's the word. That's the word I'm missing. When I say they ain't had the one, they ain't had the ambition.
Yeah, he had that ambition, yo.
So that's the fire under the ass I'm talking about. Once you get in that bag of money, Why'd you stop, Nick? Why
But
you
guess
ain't
what's
ambitious?
crazy, Con? This is why I don't want you to think I was trying to contend totally with what you're saying. But I looked at that doc recently, right?
Right.
And I learned a little bit more about this guy's breakthrough in his history. And he had that ambition before he even met them guys, man.
True
Even
that.
saying he going to that top like that.
True that. But see,
That
you
was
just
his
said,
whole drive. You hear me?
but see, you just said about the rappers that you like.
Right.
They say all that stuff in their rhymes. And I said they had you falling for the hook. Because a lot of dudes don't believe their own press, Shay. They write that fly shit down, but they don't believe their own press, man. You know what I mean? They don't throw the rock ahead of themselves and don't get the rock. They throw it up there and get the kibbles that fall in front of them, that break off. You gotta
Yeah,
go
but
trace
them
that rock down.
kibbles, I
Yeah,
wish I had some of them niggas kibbles right now.
yeah, but see, I
Now
know
listen,
you.
listen,
I hear that.
we winding down, right? So we gonna have to close this up, and we'll pick it back up on the re-up
Yeah.
episode 8. But listen, make sure y'all stay tapped in. I appreciate y'all coming in tonight. We had some real good talk. We invited my man Sheedy in, man. We busted up about something real decent. And we gonna pick this back up Monday. So we Monday at 8, IG Live to the point 267, and go to the YouTube, subscribe, like, get all the content, man. But make sure you subscribe, comment, like, and share.
Yeah,
Man. So
I'm gonna echo
listen, we
one more
out of
time.
here. We out of here.
Sound
We
like
out of here. I see you dudes, man, inshallah, Monday.
nah.
Sorry,
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
Alhamdulillah.
Robbie K.
Yes, though, homie.